talk about a few things that have been interesting me, that I've been thinking about, and the ideas sort of meld and mingle and give rise to interesting speculations. I'll share one with you, my most recent speculation. When I was having a shower, I was thinking about our bodies, having a body. And some of the videos that I've been watching refer to different kinds of bodies and how our bodies come into being. Are there patterns? There's senses in which there are forms that exist and that are patterns and that become expressed in our physical world. I suppose that would be the platonic space, the ideals. So that's one idea about where our bodies come from, that there are templates and our consciousness adopts or uses, absorbs or creates one of these templates to become physical. That's an interesting idea. Then there's another idea that as we advance and develop and evolve, we'll think about our bodies quite differently. It's everything that's involved with that interface, the technological interface with our bodies, with our physical bodies, and who knows what kind of shape that might take. And there's also the sense of other beings, non-physical beings in other dimensions who use physical bodies, sometimes inhabit physical bodies, sometimes they don't, that there's many different kinds and modes of existence. This is from the Seth book, the Channeled book that I've been listening to recently. And I like that idea. That's one of the ideas I was thinking about, because there was an element of choice involved, in a sense that our consciousness, before we become physical, there's a sense in which we choose, what kind of body we want. Oh, well, I think I'd like to inhabit or use that body as a vehicle for interacting in this physical world. And that over many lifetimes we would try many different kinds of bodies, and that sometimes we would prefer to be in dimensions where there's no need for a physical body at all. So this element of choice made it into more of an adventure, the idea of living here, that we've chosen to inhabit these bodies here in this physical world. It's an adventure. It's something of our own choosing. So I like that. And then I brought in the idea that I've been learning from watching Michael Levin's videos about the bioelectrical interface between cells, and that's how cells communicate, and that there is intelligence and consciousness, all the way down to even like the smallest particle has some sort of agency. That really appeals to me too. So in a sense, our consciousness, who we are, who I am at this point, I'm inhabiting a particular body that is also consciousnesses. Perhaps there's a sense of, like those Russian nesting dolls, little ones inside bigger ones, inside bigger ones, inside bigger ones. There could be a sense of that, intelligence working that way, or holographic intelligence, but the idea that my body is sort of living and conscious, sort of around me and involved with me. And I could almost picture that in my mind, that there's a really vital energy, liveliness, and that every cell and every level and layer of my body actually is conscious. So when I think about it that way, it gets me interested in that intelligence, the cell intelligence at a cellular level. And I could have seen my physical body from a different perspective, not so much as, I wish my body were different, or I'm not seeing the deficiencies or not seeing the lack. I understand that when I think about my body in an unhappy and disparaging way, I'm imposing a feeling, sort of thoughts on my physical consciousness, that would work against it. And I want to be appreciative of the physical intelligence which I inhabit and which is working with me. And like everything and everything that I know of, everything that responds to kind of loving appreciation, interest, a sense of worthiness. And I can imagine that at a cellular level, it would be the same thing, that the feeling that I'm transmitting to this sort of apparatus, this electrically integrating and communicating apparatus that I'm inhabiting, actually responds to, enjoys my loving appreciation. And there is this, energetic exchange on various levels. So this was a very kind of enjoyable, kind of palpable image that I had, and it was new. I hadn't really considered it. It felt more fleshed out, actually, to me, and as a result of some of these different thought streams that I've been absorbing and integrating. And so I'm going to leave it at that, because that's a nice place to conclude and to have that, carry that forward into my day. And I hope that it resonates on some level with you.